happens. Where are we with stigma? Where are we with the society and the perception?
Is also another challenge, and it's quite high out there because Ghana is very religious, and we blame a lot of things on things that are beyond our control. So then what do you do when you know it's out of your control? How much can you offer, in terms of relief and recovery? A lot of education has to go on out there, and we are doing our best as health professionals because we set up Cleft Awareness Month this year, and every year we try to do it.
And indeed, that's why they are here,
yes.
To let us all in on what cleft palate is all about, the cleft lips, and of course the palate. And the palate is when you open your mouth wide, that upper part, your tongue can touch that upper part, is where the palates are.
Yes.
And if you join us on Facebook, we're showing you some of the pictures of the cleft palates and the cleft lips. And Dr. Maria Nyarkoh, an orthodontist,
yes,
is with us in the studios of Love 99.5, giving us this insight, this education. And she said a couple of things actually. For those of you who are pregnant, you're listening to us right now, don't say that you're limited to me. I'm not saying that at all. But when you have the right information, it helps. So eat well, okay? And make sure that you avoid places where there's smoke. And I'm talking about cigarette smoking, tobacco smoking, and stuff like that, because it can affect your unborn child. We're talking about eating well and the like, making sure that it doesn't run in your family. Now we're talking about the perception society has about these people. We're talking about, ourselves, whether the stigma, we've been able to handle it well. So from your side, as a professional, what are you people doing to ensure that people accept this, that we get to know that, listen, they can live a normal life if things are done right?
Yes, so when we get a referral, we pick up a baby with cleft lip or palate, the first thing we do when they meet the team is counseling. We do a lot of counseling and then teaching them about how it happened, the time it happened, letting them know that it even happened at the time they may not even be aware that they were expecting a baby. So there's nothing that they could have done. It's not the fault of the mother or the father. It's not their fault that somebody in the fammy had that. So,
or a grandmother even is the one behind it. She's bewitching my grandmother with
that there's no point in blaming, but then rather to empower them to know that there's help here and we are all there for them. There's more than one person to help them, and when they come, they meet other mothers and families with children who have gone through the correction surgeries and then they are being rehabilitated. They are encouraged, they are inspired that the end is not here. I mean, there's more to life.
So tell me, how do parents, before the counseling sessions, before they even see, other mothers or parents who've gone through it and have survived it, how do they take this when they have a cleft baby? What's the response like?
Most of the time, it will be a shock to them because you're not expecting it at all, especially with the cleft lip, because it meets you in the as soon as the baby is presented to you. Or even if it's not presented to you, you may see it on the face of the midwife or the one who delivered the baby. That is if you're observant. So the first instance will emotion will definitely be a surprise before it's been explained to you well enough. Now for the cleft palates, it may be undetected even by the healthcare professional until the baby is not latching well, it's not suckling well from the breast, and then maybe the mother will see that once the baby takes milk, it comes out through the nose. So that may be where the questions may start coming out from. There a lot of confusion. We try to find answers, and here we pray that they seek answers from hospitals, get a referral to a proper specialist, and get the diagnosis right.
But how come we miss it? Because one thing that I know, when a child is born, is for the child to cry. When the child cries, babies open their mouth. How come we're not able to detect it? How come we miss it till they are feeding and are not able to feed well, or it comes through the nostrils?
Well, that comes with a lot of sensitization because the midwives may not focus directly into the mouth, maybe suction around the mouth to get out mucus, but may not visually make an effort to look into the mouth, into the palate to check. But once we started educating these midwives, when we go for outreaches, they pay more attention towards checking the soft palate, checking the hard palate, to see if there's any congenital malformation there in the cleft palate. So more education, training of healthcare professionals, medical students, dental students, as you're learning on the wards, what to look out for, educating general public, because your neighbor may be the one to detect it. Yes. So it's borders on education and more awareness.
I see. Yeah.
At what stage will the patient not get any help?
Not any help, as in being done with treatment.
Yeah, like I mean, is there a point of no return when we say we cannot do anything about
So
it?
let's talk through the treatment processes, and then we get to know, whether they are able to live a very normal life. You understand?
Because maybe some conditions, when you see it, maybe it will be beyond the help of the doctors. Is there conditions like that?
So maybe
That's what I
again,
want to
yeah, I understand. So because now you're talking about picking it up early, so that helps. So what he's trying to put across is, if you're not able to detect it early, what are the consequences? That's what you mean.
Yeah,
so let's factor it all into my next question then. What how is treatment like? Is it that it is wholly done for them so they live a normal life, or it is managed in a way for them to be able to live some kind of a normal life? What's the situation like?
Yes, so the goal of managing cleft lip and palate is, in totality, being repaired to the resemblance of normal.
So Doc, I'm told that we're having some challenges again, and listeners, please bear with us. Bear with us. It hasn't been easy for us since yesterday. We've been having some